SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. It's the NFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we continue on and winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. On the return, it's Simba Webster. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they'll be piloted by their veteran quarterback standing 6'4". It's Ryan Tannehill.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round one. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, we've got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Tannehill. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off play action, Tannehill. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Tannehill. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now Giorgio Tavecchio for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Tavecchio puts this one through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
Rams 3, Panthers 0.
Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Offensively for Carolina, Teddy Bridgewater will be at the controls, the talented quarterback out of Louisville.
What an interesting opportunity for this guy, because we know he's not near the end of his career. I don't think that at all. But he's sort of been lumped in with all those other what-if quarterbacks. Here's a chance for him to carve out a legacy that he's going to be really proud of and elevate his status in the league, starting with this playoff game.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He'll run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Terrell Burgess on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Panthers.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
Leonard.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And now back out comes the offense. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I got to tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't, just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason, and the champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
48-yard line.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and are really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007, that season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
we said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. That'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. L.A. readies for its next possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 43-yard.
Now it's Freeman. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it
out of the gun, Tannehill. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. A quick pass to Cup. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
0-0 after one on EA Sports.
Rams 3, Panthers 0.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Tannehill. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Panthers 0.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
This is McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. He'll get 3 up to midfield. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Intended for DJ Moore. It's 3rd down. And 7.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He's brought down by Terrell Burgess.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
He was brought
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
First down throw for Bridgewater. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. 7 yards the pick up there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Gain on the play.
Here's Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. He's got daylight. He's at the 30, 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Bridgewater. Interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Giorgio Tavecchio for the extra.
So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And he'll just take a seat in the drive that we get at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Ed one told me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. Yes, I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and crush your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Tannehill. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the draw, this will be Freeman. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tannehill now to throw. And that's incomplete. Woods the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Woods, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Tannehill. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Rams on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip.
Panthers,
so he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they're still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
At their own 25-yard.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmaker.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. There he goes, right side. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. The lefty to Vecchio now to add the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Bridgewater, first catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. Throwing, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Open man is Robbie Anderson. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage. Either run another play or clock it and start over again.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down, Tannehill. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
There's nothing.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Sean Robinson on the stop. It's a gain of a yard.
Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up near the 29. He will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Green to bring it back. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
For first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is, just what you said, you've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark. And the Rams got it. They bring it down. Aaron Donald. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a third and long. To throw, Bridgewater. And my goodness, another interception. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And finally down he goes. as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From the gun, here's Tannehill. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second and goal.
Here's Tannehill. And he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Carolina getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Throwing on second down. Bridgewater complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Now a run with McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Tackled by Samson Ebukam. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
third and short yardage. Bridgewater. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He'll drop this one down to Freeman. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs. and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
At the 41-yard line.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Panthers.
McCaffrey.
Christian.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Bridgewater to throw it. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. And a Panther first down.
On the ground, McCaffrey. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs.
And it's
Now Bridgewater. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Step, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And it's for pride now, but the Panthers do get a bit closer. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
the Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Freeman again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Derek Brown on the stop. Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Oh, look at that. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another try after the 1st down sack. Bridgewater under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aaron Donald able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Throwing is Bridgewater, and he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And some room to work. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
That was a nicely run slant route. And with the
from the red zone now, Tannehill. He'll get this one to Cobb complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
16-yard line. A gain of 5 brings
out of the gun, Tannehill. That's complete, right around the 8. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. To the air again, Tannehill. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Robert Woods there to make the grab. And this offense continues to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
A loss of a yard.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
On the play. First down, Carolina.
Bridgewater now. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Bridgewater's
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards.
Samuel.
And it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches at their 49-yard line.
Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Christian McCaffrey. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Panthers.
Here's Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
2nd and 10.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Face mask. Defense. Come on, baby. We got to do our job. We got to do our job.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Bridgewater getting this complete to McCaffrey. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6.
And again, it's Bridgewater. His throw caught at the 6. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the Rams have got it going the other way. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
So now just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. To throw, Bridgewater. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Taylor.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Rams take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend.
They'll eat some clock with Freeman. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Now it's first and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able